You can see it right there, guys. That's Mr. Randall Neesmith, and he's running for the county council seat in Williamsburg County, District 3. Um, he's looking to replace Mr. Joe Miller, who's I don't think he's well, I know he's not running in this next election. So definitely going to have Mr. Randall on Welcome to Andrews the podcast. There he is, right there, bright young man, known him a long time, and so as we move through this process, all my folks out in Williamsburg County, shout out to you, the Bloomy area. I need y'all to formulate your questions so we can get this man, get the questions that we need to, put forward to him and see, he'll be able to get, he'll come on the Welcome to Andrews the podcast and lay out his platform for you. Um, I'm starting to show out with him because I believe in what from what I've heard from him up to this point. I believe in what he's saying, and I think he'll be somebody that'll be an asset to Williamsburg County. Now, all of you know Williamsburg County and Andrews is like one and the same. Well, parts of the which would be the east side of Williamsburg County, the west side of Georgetown County. Um, you know, if you know, you know. But yeah, looking forward to getting him on the podcast. And yeah, so let me put something else up. This is going to be big, right? For a lot of different reasons. First, it's the annual Town of Andrews Martin Luther King Jr. Day annual march. The theme, Living the Dream. It starts with me spreading hope, courage, and unity. The keynote speaker for that day is going to be none other than Reverend Trevor S. Crop. He's the branch service manager at First Citizens Bank right there in Andrews. The march is going to take place from Andrews Town Hall, which is 101 North Morgan Avenue in Andrews, South Carolina, and it's going to go straight down Morgan, which will be heading down South Morgan to the MLK Monument. Now, there's going to be a special announcement. This is big for the town of Andrews. And for a lot of you who've been for years and years and years saying we need this, we need that in Andrews. Well, here's one of the things that I've heard a lot of people say that we need, and it's finally going to be a reality. The announcement is going to be made on the 15th, and that is the special announcement by MCA of Coastal Carolina and the Georgetown Center announcing opening up a YMCA branch in Andrews, South Carolina. So I am definitely excited about that. Looking forward to that. The news keeps rolling in. News keeps getting better daily in regards to that situation. So we want as many people out there this year as possible. We want a big march, and we want a large crowd at the monument. If you're not able to make that march, just meet down at the monument, and let's celebrate. Let's celebrate Martin Luther King, and let's celebrate the YMCA coming to the town of Andrews, South Carolina. I think that's going to be awesome again. And the keynote speaker will be Reverend Trevor S. Crop. Okay. And if you're looking for a good bank, I'm gonna go ahead and give them an endorsement on that. First Citizens Bank, unpaid promotion, but it's all good because it's a good guy right there. So um, looking forward to that situation right there. Now, I got some more information that I'm loading up right now. Give me one second. And that is well, you should know now that the schools in Georgetown County, large part of the state, are going to be closed tomorrow due to inclement weather coming through. It's going to be tropical storm type weather, high winds and rain. So you need to govern yourselves accordingly and prepare, for that situation. Let me turn this off. Okay, and along with that, let's get this in real fast. Let's get this off the screen here. But definitely, man, it's gonna be that's big for the town of Andrews. The folks bringing that YMCA in there, and we need to do our part as citizens of Andrews and participate in that. I said jokingly when we first said something about it that I was going to be applying for the job. I think it's going to provide like two, maybe more jobs. But I really would love somebody that has a genuine love for the young people, and not just to get a job. You know what I mean? Of course, the money's good, but we need somebody that actually cares and want to make this program the best YMCA in the state of South Carolina. Um, Going on right in little Andrews, South Carolina. I think, uh, Bishop. I, I keep calling him Bishop. Like Elder Ernie Cooper says, moving forward in the right direction. Okay, and I want to salute him. He's just got a promotion in the ministry. Um, and if he wasn't busy enough, well, he's got more duties on him now, and you know, and I'm it is to a more it doesn't go to a more deserving person. All right. Um, what else did I say? Oh, here we go, right here from the town of Andrews. And now this is a cold read, so y'all bear with me on this. In other words, I just loaded this town of Andrews emergency information. If you are aware of any elderly or disabled individuals who may live alone, please share their information via text or call 843-461. What we got here? I don't want to give y'all the wrong number. 6924, so that we can have emergency personnel provide a wellness check on them. And this you can find this same the same stuff right here on the town of Andrews' Facebook page. So go over there and share it. Okay. Georgetown County Emergency Management Information line is 843-545-3273. Central Dispatch non-emergency calls 843-527-6763. The Town of Andrews Information line 843-359-7175. Public Works on call 843-458-0852. The Police Department for information only 843-264-5253 or 843-264-9675. Duke Energy customers who experience an outage during the storm can report it in the following ways. You can text to 57801. Standard text message and data rates may apply. Or you can visit Duke Energy. Make sure you charge up your cell phones and everything. Make sure those things are charged up. Just keep a constant charge on them so that in case the power does go out, you still have a way to communicate on the desktop computer or a mobile device, like I said. Or you can use the Duke Energy mobile app, which is we talked about that the other night, and that's something that you definitely should download and have in the middle of all them games that you got downloaded on your phone, like myself, I'm gonna have to say. Or you can call the automated outage reporting system, and that's at 800 power on or 800-769-3766 or 866-427-2466 for Espanol. Customer service customer service specialists will be available to manage customer calls should the need arise. And with the high winds, we could probably expect that with the high wind and the rain, we can expect them to some down trees, which could pose a problem for power lines. So you definitely want to go and have these numbers right where you can find them. Again, make sure your cell phone, your computers, and everything are charged up, fully charged, just in case we do have power outages, you'll be able to still be able to communicate and get the services that. There's also an interactive outage map where customers can find up-to-date data, up-to-date information, excuse me, on power outages, including the total number of outages system-wide and estimated times of restoration. Okay. Social media post for the town of Andrews Facebook page. Authored by Mayor Frank McClary. Please stay safe. Again, you can find this information on the town of Andrews' uh, Facebook page. So make sure you go over there and be prepared. You know what I mean? More than anything, make sure that you are. Amen for Elder Cooper. Absolutely right. Um, make sure that you have the information that you need. If you need to write these numbers down and put them on your refrigerator, that's a smart thing to do too. All right. You know, freshen up on your batteries and you know, be buckled down. Make sure you don't have anything out in the yard that can be blown and cause a problem, blown, you know, around and cause problems also. So, but in the midst of all of that, look, I'll be live tomorrow. Apparently, the county council meeting is going to take place and it's going to be virtual. So I invite everybody to come on over here. The meeting starts at 5:30, and so we can tap in and you know, we can watch the meeting all together. And hopefully, I know tomorrow, you know, is Real Talk Tuesday, and the mayor will be in. If he's not, because with the storm blowing through, I know he's going to be, you know, busy monitoring things or whatever. So hopefully, he's able to come on and we can kind of get watch that together, because there's a lot that's happening in that this rescind order, this rescind motion to rescind this sales penny tax commission is in. And so last night I did a deep dive. I did a lot of research. I went back and read a lot of minutes from previous meetings, from the time that they introduced the idea of this new sales penny tax, capital project sales penny tax, up until the time where they formed the commission, right up until December 19th, when you got the first complaint from Everett Carolina and Raymond Newton saying that they wanted to rescind the commission. And this all, again, there's a problem with the timeline, and we'll tomorrow we'll unpack all of that. Again, I did some research last night, and that's the beauty of this thing is that they write these things down. I know there's a big problem with the timeline and the way that they went about this. Okay. And I don't want to spoil too much of it for you, but again, tomorrow, Real Talk Tuesday, and look forward to having Mr. Butch Kennedy on. I know I've been saying his name for quite a while, but you got to understand, he's a busy man. He works out in Charleston, but he's going to be, his organization is going to play a key role into, and his organization is the Palmetto Hope Network. I hope I didn't say that wrong, but I know he has an organization also called Boys to Men that we're looking to partner with in Andrews, so that we could give these kids some more direction as far as some other options. You know what I mean? Give them more options. The more options they have, the better I think it'll be for them. And shout out to the Andrews High School girls basketball team. They went on a team building trip the other night. I saw some pictures where they went and saw USC basketball play, and they were able to get on the court, get pictures. I thought that was really, really cool. So shout out to the folks who put that together. I know Skipper was definitely in the building doing what she does. So, and that's what we need. That's what we need right there. That kind of stuff right there is, let's expose our young people to whatever we can positive outside of the town of Andrews, um, so that we can just again put more ideas of positive things that they could do and get involved in front of them, and then let's just let the chips fall where they may. Again, I was excited, man, for this guy to reach out to me today, man. And this is Mr. Randall Neesmith. Again, he's running for District 3 over there at County Council over in Williamsburg County. Here's Mr. Randall right here. A bunch of you know him. You know the Neesmith family. Um, as a matter of fact, they're they're finishing renovation on a building right on Main Street, right near the ACE Center. And that's going along with this whole improvement in the town of Andrews. Making things look and be the way that they're supposed to be. Um, what else? What else? Again, all the schools are going to be closed tomorrow. So if you got high schoolers and all that, you kind of make sure they stay in place and don't get out and about and find themselves in a situation where they can find themselves in some kind of trouble or something like that. And again, this right here is posted on Andrew's Facebook page. Go over there and get these numbers, have these numbers available. Okay. I don't want to see nobody from Andrews. I mean, if you have to, you have to, but um, asking questions that we already got answers to. So if you would share this out, share this broadcast, and make sure you share these. Go over there and share this flyer. As a matter of fact, I'm about to share it on my page, and if you guys would share it out for me, for us, for the community, so that we are as prepared as we possibly can be for what is coming down the road. All right, so there I just shared it on my Facebook page. If you guys would go over there and take it from there, share it, share it, share it, share the love, share the live, share the live, share the love. Okay. And again, there's a bunch of numbers on there for Duke Energy, because again, with the high winds, it's expected to be high winds, um, that type of deal. So, but we'll be live tomorrow. I won't do what I did during the last hurricane and post them news people stuff. I got flagged big time on all my social media, platforms. Because you can get Welcome to Andrews podcast on Instagram, on Twitter, on YouTube, Facebook. What else? We got I think we got LinkedIn, Rumble. I'm saying that you probably go over there and be like, I don't see anything over there from Rumble. So, but that meeting tomorrow for Georgetown County Council will be it will be virtual. So we'll be able to cover it here. I'll cover it here. It'll be on here. Like I said, I'll be watching it live. Because again, I'm interested in what these folks are gonna what are they gonna do? Because what it looks like another one of these. These folks are notorious for staging these motions and these votes. You know what I mean? To try to cover each other's rear end, and in this case, you can't put nothing past politics. Okay, um, and in this case, the change of heart with Raymond Newton and Everett Carolina has to do with everything political. This is an election year, and they're going to need the people of Sampit and Andrews to vote for them if they plan to retain their seats. Now, as soon as we can find out who is going to be contesting them, please reach out to me. Let's talk. You know, my platform is open to you. Come on here and explain yourself. Um, and so you can speak to the people, okay? Because we know when they started this commission, it was, again, I go back to their plan was to, if they could have got rid of Frank McClary, then we would not be having this conversation right now. Okay, we would not be having this conversation right now, right? And so it's, again, we still got these issues in Andrews that we need to deal with, and this is from the four-way stop over there by Ebenezer Baptist Church. And shout out to the folks at Ebenezer who put on a memorial concert for my uncle James Hanna yesterday, and I wasn't there, but I heard it was awesome. But right there by Ebenezer Baptist Church, the intersection of Martin Luther King and County Line Road, the collision and what we're looking at here, this collision occurred a year ago, January 26th, 2022. And here it says no fatality. One motorist was taken to Grand Strand Trauma Center. Another vehicle ran a stop sign at a high rate of speed. 24 hours later is what after this accident, the very next day, you know, people still running this thing. And again, this is something that Senator Ronnie Sabb, I wanted to speak with you about, but I didn't have the time. Thank you, Miss Seward. And I feel for your Philly fans over there. I mean, you know, I, that's all I can say. But shout out to my folks up there in Philadelphia. I do appreciate you. Again, here are some more issues, and this is my thing is, again, that's why I was saying that there's a problem with the timeline when it comes to what Everett Carolina and them are doing now. Now, all of a sudden, you know, he's making this big. He's politicking, and Gab News is playing right along with it because he asked no questions. Okay, he asked no questions. Now, all of a sudden, they're concerned that the town of Andrews doesn't have any representation in this commission. That, by the way, the Georgetown County Council picked 3 of the 6 members on this board. Now, keep in mind, we have 2 councilmen that represent our area. And you mean to tell me out of the 3 people that you put on the board, all of them being from Pawleys Island side, right? Well, one of them may not be, all right? But there's a lot to question about that. But now all of a sudden they care so much. He said, because my constituents in Andrews are screaming. Your constituents in Andrews are screaming about the ambulances right here, right? You see where the ambulances are located at, and there's a lot of things your constituents are screaming about in Andrews. Okay. And they screaming so loud that you don't even come to any town council meetings like you promised me you would. I got you recorded saying that you would come. But again, tomorrow, guys, I'm gonna share with you what I found. The timeline doesn't match up, okay? And there's a lot of questionable things around this. Okay. So the county council, 7-member council we got 2, picked 3 members to be on this 1-cent penny tax sales commission board, right? Then the town of Georgetown appointed 2 other people from Georgetown, right? And this is per the rules because Georgetown has the largest population of any other municipality in Georgetown County. Again, then the other spot was given to another person from over in the Pawleys Islands area. And then all of a sudden, now that the election didn't go the way, because see, that's how Dean Baber was able to promise the folks that he was telling, oh yeah, we're going to get that building done, right? Because that was supposed to be the payoff for getting rid of Mayor Frank McClary. Okay, all speculation, but the dots connect. Okay, and tomorrow again, I'm gonna do my due diligence. I'm gonna and show you guys where those dots connect at, right? And the issue again was here it is. This is the capital project sales tax list from 2014. And I saw where Gab asked the question on his online paper or Facebook page, if the taxes are passed, what would the people want? And just that's why I love free press. That's why I love the people of Georgetown County. And the first things people were saying was, what about, somebody said they didn't do what they were supposed to do with the first amount of money. They came to the people and said, hey, we want to dredge the Winyard Bay. Now I'm gonna give y'all an example of how incompetent the folks who put that first who collected this $41 million right here from these 5 projects here, which these 5 projects totaled $28 million. That's what that's what the estimates were, right? 28,212,550, right? And what they ended up collecting was $41 million. Now, the Winyard Bay dredging you see there for $6 million. This was a projection. And this is the process that they're going through now with this commission. This commission is supposed to be there to propose projects for you, the voter, to vote on. And if you guys vote on it, then they'll add it 1 cent sales penny tax to everything in Georgetown County for a specific period of time. And they did that back in 2014. And the way this thing works is these projects are supposed to be completed in order in which they appear on the list. And as you see here, Winyard Bay dredging is $6 million. Well, the way this thing works, the way that the ordinance is worded, is that if the $41 million was to be spent all on that Winyard Bay dredging, then that's what it would have been, and everything would have been fair and the way it was supposed to be done. Well, these hayseeds decided, well, the first problem was that $6 million estimate, and keep in mind, they did not bring in any professionals to get these estimates, right? And so by doing that, it was just a bunch of unprofessional people that didn't know. They said, oh, this don't know where they got that $6 million number from. But when it was finally evaluated by the Army Corps of Engineers professionals, that's about $66 million that they needed. So theoretically, they should have dumped that $41 million in the bay. That's what they should have done. But no, they skipped over that and went and did the things that they did, and did not complete all of the projects on this list. Right? Did not complete the projects on this list. And now you want Raymond Newton and Eric Carolina wants you guys to believe that Andrews is not being represented. These folks haven't spoken up about getting the funds that is supposed to be sitting in a bank account somewhere, right? Because there's a lawsuit that they keep kicking down the road. Well, let's see if they try to kick this down the road 4 more years and try to wait out Mayor McClary again. Somehow I don't think that's going to work this time. Okay, somebody going to have to come and pay the piper at this point. Okay, So you two guys who supposedly care so much about the town of Andrews, what are you doing to get those funds released? Which now is probably another $6 million you're gonna have to kick into that because of the delays, and just got the building just sitting there. But then this new guy came in running from it. That's the first thing he said, "Oh, we're gonna get the building done." And when it was asked, who are you talking to that made you know that, made you feel that way? Raymond Newton. There's still not an ambulance inside of the town of Andrews. And on this map right here, this map lays out, okay, again, so during a typical school day, okay, and I want y'all to think about this. The ambulance sits outside of the town of Andrews. Okay. Railroad tracks, traffic, or it could be on another call in another part of the county. The next ambulance would have to come 10 miles from 10 miles away if it's not occupied. After that, you can add another 8 miles. Okay. So during a school day, Andrews High School has about 600 students. Andrews Primary has 900 students. That's 1,500. And Rosemary Middle School has another 600 students. These are estimates. So you're looking at 2,100 students, 2,100 students on a daily basis. And I did not even add in the Christian school that's in town. I don't have that number in front of me, but I also know that there's at least on a daily basis there's 22 dialysis patients. You got different industries there in town. You got a nursing home. You got an aging community there in town. You got, on top of all of the residents, and this is about, you're talking about 11,000 residents in this area. You got the St. James Health and Wellness Clinic that can have an emergency at any time, and then they have to transport patients back and forth. So there's no real, like, there's real issues that we've been talking about now for a year or better. And this is the thing that you want to say, okay, now we care about the town of Andrews and the people of Sampit. You guys should really really, I'm talking about really, be looking every Carolina in the face. Remember, he came through the parade all smiling and all that good stuff. No, sir. You campaigned to them folks that you were going to get sewer through Sampit, because that's one of the only areas in the county. I mean, we got other areas that other unincorporated areas that don't have sewer. And the folks over there deal with, this is what I some information that I collected on this, with the septic tanks. So tomorrow, if there's a ton of rain, there's going to be a lot of people having to come out of their pockets with about 250 to, somebody can get in the comment section, tell me what that fee is when these people have to come over and maintenance your septic tank after a bunch of rain. And my point is that he does not take you guys serious. He does not take you guys serious. Back to why they split those lines up over there, in Lambertown. Y'all fighting for one thing, Sampit fighting for another thing, when you guys should be united in your fight. Again, we got two representatives. Two representatives who each were given $1 million, who each took $1 million, right? And went and did these So this list right here, right? You see what it says: projects to be funded with surplus funds from the capital project sales tax. Now, let's go back a minute real fast, right? Let's go back a minute and let's understand what surplus is, right? So in order for there to be surplus, in order for there to have been surplus, then that means that these 5 projects that you see on the screen right here would have been brought to completion, and any money left after that would have been surplus. Okay, that's not what happened. That's not what happened. Okay, it's not something that I'm making up. It's what the paperwork is. What it is the paperwork, right? So this council divvied up, and every the only people who weren't there, and let me let me give them some grace, is Becky with the good hair, which I can never remember her name, so that's who she is, and Daddy Rabbit, according to his Facebook page. That's what he calls himself, right? These are two new council members that weren't there, but the rest of these folks were there, and they divvied up this money. They gave each council member $1 million, which $7 million. And they said, hey, go out in your district and do projects, which included a over in Waverly, on Waverly Road, which is over in the Paulus Island area, which is the same area where they got about 4 or 5, at least 4 of those people on this council, on this not council, on this commission, this new sales penny tax, new capital project sales tax commission, are from that area, right? And look at what they got here: Waverly Road multimodal pathway. A multimodal pathway is a walking path, bike path, and golf cart path. Excuse me. And they that was 1,853,116 was allotted for that, and that's more than anything on this list. Okay. Out in Sanpin and Santee, $334,000, $334,872 for tennis courts that the people did not ask for. Again, Everett's all in the paper screaming, right? And he's trying to say he's trying to get reelected. That his constituents aren't represented. No, we're not represented, and we weren't represented. And now you're not about to act like you're not about to fool these people. And Scott, you going right along with it because you don't ask no damn questions. None. Asking the people what would they do with the money. Listen, guys, this is me speculating. This is what my investigation is showing me. Okay. They put their foot in their mouth. This council has put their foot in their mouth, and the budget for Georgetown County is going to be interesting to watch in 2024. In you think Cat Williams was exposing people? Welcome to Andrew's podcast is going to be exposing them, and because they committed a ton of money to this new jail, a ton of money, and it would have been so convenient if Mayor Frank McClary was not there to be causing these problems or asking these questions, and they could have raised with this penny tax, sale tax. They got 41 million the last time. They was looking at 75 to 100 mil on this one. On top of that, they were wanting to impose another tax on you, which would have been 2 cents, right? The local option sales tax, and again, that tax, 29% of the proceeds from that was going to be for the county to do what they wanted to do. And then the other 71% was supposed to be theoretically spread out amongst the county to help offset your millage rate that has doubled based on something that the I'm gonna share that video, and I want you guys to take time and watch and listen to the sheriff. I'm talking about bitch slap the council all around and make them do exactly what he wanted them to do. Make them do exactly what he wanted them to do. And Mr. Donald Gilliard, who I definitely got to get back on. What up, Jay? Who I definitely got to get back on the show. At that, when the council decided to raise the taxes on you, the citizens of Georgetown County, Mr. Gilliard, made a he was speaking, and the public speaking. He said the public comments. He said that everybody should have to work within their budget. Once you get that budget, we shouldn't have to put special taxes on the people for one person. Okay, granted, and I'm all about law enforcement. Okay, because again, Georgetown County is number one, not number two, not number three, not number four, not number five, number one in fentanyl overdoses and in hospitalization. Okay, and we've cracked the top 5 in fentanyl deaths. Okay, but again, and they had these fentanyl round tables, I guess, and I guess they thought that was what it's because the county just got. I got to find this. The county received this money because there was a lawsuit. From these opioid there was a lawsuit placed on these companies that basically caused this opioid crisis that we have in the United States. And a bunch of money came down. I had that number. I just don't have it in front of me. I think it was about $300,000-$400,000 that Georgetown got. And what it looked like to me was that in order to spend this money, they had to have these little, these sessions, and they took place in Georgetown and in Pawleys Island. Okay, we got people dying in Andrews, unfortunately, regularly. Okay, but that's a whole nother thing, And so, yeah. So tomorrow is going to be an interesting day. All right. One is going to be a weather situation. And again, go to my page, go to the town's Facebook page, and get this information right here. Okay. Get these numbers, have these numbers at the ready. Right. So, and up top where you see it in the green right there, if you are aware of an elderly or disabled individuals who may live alone, please share their information via text or call 843-461-6924 so that the town emergency personnel can provide a wellness check on them. All right. Don't wait until the middle of the storm. Go ahead and get that done tonight. Go ahead and text them tonight so that they can be on that list of folks who are, have that wellness check on them. You know what I mean? Make sure you charge all of your electronic devices, your computers, your cell phones. Go ahead and put them on the charger now, because again, we're going to be experiencing high winds, and which could lead to power outages. Right, and if they're in the case of a power outage during the storm, you can report in the following ways. You can text out OUT to 57801. Standard text and data charges may apply, or you can visit dukeenergy.com on a desktop or mobile device, or you can use the Duke Energy mobile app. which you should go ahead and download that now from your smartphone via the Apple Store or the Google Play is where you can go and download that at. Or you can call the automated outage reporting system, which is 800 power on. That's 800-769-3766 or 866-427 in Espanol, 866-427-2466 por mi Espanol customers. Okay. Customer service specialists will be available to manage customer calls should the need arise. With additional corporate responders from across the Duke Energy jurisdiction available to assist. So they're going to have extra folks on the phone, manning the phones. And for Georgetown County Emergency Management Information line, it's 843-545-3273. Central Dispatch non-emergency is 843-527-6763. The Town of Andrews Information line, 843-359-7175. Public Works on call, 843-458-0852. Police Department for information only, 843-264-5253 or 843-264-9675. All right. Again, that is posted on my page. Go and share it. Download it so that you can have it available. Take the numbers off of it. Write it down on the refrigerator. Again, make sure you go and charge up all of your electronic devices that you'll be needing to have, so you'll have a line of communication. All right. Also, this is going to be big for the town of Andrews. All right. Not only are we celebrating Martin Luther King Jr. Day, this is the annual march. The theme this year is Living the Dream. It starts with me, spreading hope, courage, and unity. All right. The march is going to take place. It's going to take place on January 15th at noon. All right. And the march, we'll be marching from the town hall, which is located at 101 North Morgan Avenue in Andrews, South Carolina, to the MLK Jr. Monument, which is right down South Morgan Avenue. It says here, bring your lawn chairs. Keynote speaker will be none other than Reverend Trevor S. Crop. Mr. Crop is also the branch service manager at First Citizens Bank. So if you're looking for a new bank, there you go. Another free endorsement. All right, special announcement that day, and I'm looking forward to this, among other things, is that Andrews is going to be getting it's going to be getting a YMCA. Yep, you heard it. We're going to be getting a YMCA. Now, they're going to be operating out of the ACE building. Also, this Thursday, let me break this down real fast. Let me get off of this real fast. Good evening, sir. I look forward to you on tomorrow. Granted that there's not any major emergencies going on. Also, I'll be going live tomorrow at 5:30 because I'm going to be the Georgetown County Council meeting is going to be virtual. So if you can join me at that time, if not, the regular time, and we can kind of do a review of this thing. But also, and I don't have any paperwork on this, but Andrews has the Girl Scouts. Okay, and there's going to be a meeting this Thursday at 5 p.m. at the ACE Center. So if you got a little girl, young lady, please, let's get them signed up. Let's have the biggest Girl Scout troop. I mean, this is, the Girl Scouts is back. Okay. And that's probably going to encourage somebody to bring the Cub Scouts and the Boy Scouts back. 2024, y'all, let's make it happen. I mean, just like this thing says right here, just like the theme says right there, living the dream. It starts with me spreading hope, courage, and unity. Okay. But the YMCA is going to be making an announcement, and I really look forward to them guys to that organization coming in Andrews, because that's what was said. I remember during the campaign, my cousin Sharik was asking. She was saying, um, "There you go, there you go, Troop 2913 will be meeting this Thursday at 5 p.m. And there's no excuse. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put something in your ear. My daughter is a part of that troop, and we're gonna make that trip, okay, to make sure she's at that meeting. So if any of you know, it's I got an hour and something drive to make that trip, and we're gonna be there. So there's no excuse. Okay, if you got a young lady that's not doing anything and you want to get her involved in stuff, this is it right here. Come on out and be a part of this right now. Troop 2913. I'm gonna play that number tomorrow. So I look forward to that, man. I think that's gonna be awesome. I think it's gonna be great. Okay. And before I get out here, man, I want to shout out this young man right here, Mr. Randall Neesmith. He's running for District 3 County Council. That's in Williamsburg County. That's our neighboring county. So, what happens over there in Williamsburg County strongly affects us, especially the what would be the east side of Williamsburg, west side of Georgetown County. That's where we, right there, that county line area. But a lot of folks from Williamsburg County, they do business in Andrews. They a lot of family, you know how it go. But here's a young man right here who's going to be looking to fill that seat, and we got to do what we can do over at Welcome to Andrews, the podcast, to make sure that happens for him. Okay, I'm actually going to reach out to him later on. Once I get off of here, we're going to be talking with this young man right here. 10% of the town of Andrews vote, for that seat. Yep, that's absolutely right. That's absolutely right. Man, I got one of the wise men up in the building, Mr. Martin Mays. Again, y'all listen. We got so many examples of folks who set great examples that I'm highly competitive in anything I do, and so if it's for the town of Andrews, I'm competitive. I'm just not in a malicious way, but it just, I just I tell you right now, the mayor pro tem. So he I think he got me probably by one. He got me in 2023, but he ain't outworking me in 2024. All right, and that's a mouthful I just said right there, because that joker right there is he go hard. He goes hard, man. So again, guys, I look forward to having this young man on the platform, so that he can, spell out to you what it is that he plans to bring to District 3 County Council seat in Williamsburg County. All right. And with that being said, again, tomorrow we're going to have inclement weather. I'll be going live about 5:30, covering the county council meeting and everything they got going on with that. So until then, I'm gonna sign off like this.